Hold this spot like it was home.
So what are our options here?
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Blades will always let you return, but never to go forward. The switch changes the position of the blades. I think it basically gives you a few seconds of time to do whatever needs to be done there. I'm going to dump
Hold
the
this spot
companions
like it
here.
was home.
They're just a nightmare to handle in tight spaces.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
These heavy scuff marks show that this stone can be pulled aside, though clearly not by man-sized creatures. So, how? No, we can't brute force our way through it. Can be moved aside by creatures larger than humans. Clearly not by a man-sized creature. So,
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
I think this is basically a barrier, blade barrier. So every time you want to go through it forward, it does damage to you. But if you return backwards, you can do that safely. Our main problem is we need something besides a single humanoid to be able to push through this. Companions for ideas. Obviously the stone can be dragged aside, either that means we need more people or maybe a beast of burden to it. Either way, we need a rope. But we don't have horses here. Okay, let's try a group effort. Only one of you can get next to the stone. However, you take a rope from your backpack, loop it over your shoulders and pull together. Stone will not budge. So we need a horse, basically. Because you two are weaklings. How the hell am I gonna turn into a horse here? Is there a stable or anything? There's a stable. No, this is lower level. There is clearly a stable marked there, so I guess it refers to this. Right. Stable. Not that many horses here, I'm afraid. So we're gonna have to go back to get a horse. It's the main gate. Well, I don't see another option here, so... It could be that the strength thing is chance-based, so we could have attempted multiple times for a success. But frankly, at this point we might as well go get the horse. Who knows what other things we have to do. Collect all the horses. There are no horses to collect. Hopefully this works the other way around too. It does not. Not sure we want this many horses, but since we don't actually know what the challenges waiting for us
Hail
are,
and well met.
I think it would be fairly reckless to not take the horses we have available. It was a nightmare to move these guys in tight spaces. That's the main reason I left them behind. Still, I can't blame the game for this. It gave clues continually that you might have to need a horse, because that's what the pirates used when they went to the portal. And this is a very heavy use of the horses in general. So they're not just things you can get on to move around a little bit faster, they're an actual part of the adventure, things you can do with that. So I do appreciate that. You literally can't get through this the same way by ignoring the horses. They're an integral part of the questing. They also move faster, so they might give me more time to do things. And we'll go back. They should be popping up soon. Wait.
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
Move. Stone Guardian.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Shit. Use some help here, right about now.
And don't let up. Attack! Yeah!
Why are you casting? Okay, another one. Doesn't look like it's blocking our access yet. There's a block there. Just slow it down.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Yes, I can accomplish this task.
Right, doesn't look like there's anywhere to go except the path forward. Nothing to interact with. Ooh, that's fire elemental. We can be protected from this to a certain extent. But still need to get through this. Any way to disable that?
Ah!
500 magical damage, so it's instant death no matter what. Okay, I don't get it. What do we need to do here?
Hold
Obviously
this spot
something,
like it was home.
but
Yes,
there
I
isn't
can
much I
accomplish
can
this
interact
task.
with. We got hit by one fire attack. There was elemental assault, and that is it. I mean, there's no clue. Now let's take a closer look at this. It's active when it's spinning like that. There's nothing on this statue anymore. There's sort of enchantment on that one though. But that doesn't really help. Because there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can target. And if I go there, that's instant death. So somewhere before that has to be a thing I can do. But what the fuck could it possibly be? I don't think there's enough time for me to press the initial switch and move through here. But at the same time, I don't know. It's worth trying out. I don't have to worry about the companions.
Hold this spot like it was home.
Yes.
No.
Step with me.
I can
Come on.
accomplish
Come
this task.
closer, see what
Yes.
if you have
I
some
can
kind of a
accomplish this task.
thing you can add. I don't think they do. Nothing's happening here either.
Hold this spot like it was
I should
home.
be able to
Yes.
return without any
Accomplish
problems.
this task.
This might not even affect the one on the bridge here. Nice thing to notice. The fire disappeared from that. Still, we were not fast enough. On the positive, we know what we need to do. Without a horse, this is not possible. It just isn't. Also not possible anymore because I got stuck here, so... The timing is different now. I'm not sure why. I'll wait for a minute before saving and pushing that again. I can also haste myself. Might not be a horrible idea. I mean, it's not a huge... I only have a single potion speed though. And I don't think you can rely the game on the player having that.
Hold this spot like it was home.
I want the companions here, because there's a high probability that something's gonna happen the moment we get the crystal ball. So I want everyone to be in the same place. Okay. Doesn't matter what type of a stone I stick in there. All the rune stones should be in somewhere else. Keystones. What is this? Probably a escape portal. Okay, so you got on the other side like oh you This crystal ball is an ancient magic device that detects the fog on Lake Wyvern water. Keeper told you that removing the ball from its resting place will break the link with the mythallar and the castle would sink back into the lake. Destroying the ball will break the link permanently. Use the ball if you wish to do so. What was our mission here? Piracy. It hides the pirate ship from the Cormyrean navy. There's no mention of it anymore. I don't recall why we're here. We needed to confront... for God's sake, I don't recall the guy's name again. The V-Man. Valletto. Valletto has been dealt with. The end... It's probably an end to the piracy anyway. The thing is, I think if we screw around with the mythallar permanently, the dragon is gonna get involved. I'm not sure I want that. And we killed the pirates. Killed Valletto. I think we're just gonna take the crystal ball. Your quest for vengeance continues. By removing the crystal ball from its pedestal, the pinnacle, you have sent Castle Wyvern Water back into the depths of the lake. Without his home, Wyvern Vapor will have better things to do than search for the Wyvern Crown. You, on the other hand, must get back through the portal and out of the castle before it sinks. Right. But it's still usable if we need it. Where's my horse? Horsey, we've gotta go now. Right, people.
Come on, follow along.
We've gotta go. Sandbar. Looks like a Chinese dragon.
Fool, wretched fool, your senselessness will destroy us all. Why have you done this to my castle?
To destroy the piracy on the lake.
The pirates were my tool in a greater fight. They provided the money and yes, the men to pay for my search. The search for the Wyvern Crown.
This question should have been available to me long time ago. Why do you want the Wyvern Crown?
I hunt the Wyvern Crown in order to stop the Lich Lords from getting it. Now that the Witch Lord Zaz Morg is risen, the crown must not be his. By breaking the power of the mythallar and slaying my minions within, you have rendered me powerless to stop Sasmor. What you have done is you have freed the Lich Lords. Do you know what that means?
Yeah. Tell me.
The Witch Lords are liches,
Why aren't they the Lich Lords then?
and powerful enemies of Cormyr. When King Galahad defeated them centuries ago, he could not find all their phylacteries. 6 of them escaped and rose again after the battle. Deep within Wyvern Water Castle were all the phylacteries of the surviving Witch Lords. Some I had found, some not. The threat that I held over the phylacteries prevented Zasmor from his worst atrocities. Now that the castle is beneath the waves, Zasmor is free to strike for the Wyvern Crown without fear of me. And he will strike. You have removed my hold on him. Only that slowed him in his search. None of us can stand up to his creature if he has the crown. I cannot face Zasmor even without it. Our only hope is for Cormyr to regain the crown.
Okay. What can I do about it?
Take this map. I have found which of the barrows the crown lies in. You must claim it for Cormyr before Zasmorg reaches the barrow that holds it. Do not travel alone. If you are caught there, you cannot face the Witch Lord. You must strike for the barrow in force. Secure the crown at all costs.
Why didn't you destroy the phylacteries?
I could not be assured that I had found the phylactery of Zasmorg. What if I had destroyed what I had, and found it was not Zasmorg's? I'm sure he would then know I had no power over him, and come for me himself.
So you bluffed. But you might have had the right phylactery and destroyed him.
Possibly, but destroying the phylactery would not kill Zasmorg, just stop him rising again. It's the threat of destroying the phylactery that is power over Zasmorg, and that was a better guarantee until I could find the Wyvern Crown. Zasmorg must have had his suspicions, but he couldn't act. Instead, he fooled you to come and do his work for him.
How did he fool me though? Because at no point have I been fooled in any way. I'm mainly here for the piracy concerns and the trouble they're causing. I mean, Wyvern Vapor has to be some sort of an idiot to. Basically, he's paranoid. He's thinking everything is part of the enemy plot somehow. He's totally blind to the huge amount of trouble he's causing. This is some sort of a spy shit. Like spy agency does something for the greater good that causes a huge amount of trouble for the regular society. And then when regular society takes action against the obviously disruptive behavior, they are yelling at everyone how foolish they are because they stopped the obvious disruptions. Because there was some sort of a greater grand scheme that the spy agency never bothered to tell anyone. But now it's everyone else's fault that things turned to shit. Not their fault for keeping it all a secret. Why not get the crown yourself?
Now you have stripped me of my minions and my home. I cannot face the Witch Lord and his army. You have brought Zasmor down on Cormyr. Now you must save the kingdom if you care for anyone in it.
Yeah, I care for it.
Then find the Wyvern Crown.
What exactly is it, though?
I do not know all of the crown's powers, but it is a great artifact. The crown is set with iron stones and has the ability to cast spells, but it is also a thing of evil. Those that wear it become obsessed with the pursuit of life, so much so that they seek to avoid death and become liches. That perhaps is what became of the Witch Lords. Or maybe they gave the crown these powers. Who knows?
So you don't know shit, really. Okay, I have the crystal ball. If I return it to you, can you restore your castle?
Do you seek to bargain with me?
No, you can have it.
This does much to calm mine anger. There is sense in you. Perhaps with this I might still recover the phylacteries of the Witch Lords, if the ball will work when returned to its pedestal. But the magic of the Netherese is not so easy to fix as it is to break. Doubtless the castle will remain below the waves for a long time yet. Sasmor will be your problem until that time. If there is something you need to know to face him, now is the time to ask.
Okay. Apparently I can't ask anything. Like, how do you have any help taking down the Witch Lords? Any information I could use? But apparently no. I'm a smart man. I should know these things without my character ever even facing a lich once in his life. So
The time for talk is over. You must go after the Vibrant Crown and I will find a way to reach the phylacteries. Only the destruction of the phylactery will allow the slaying of Sasmor. But I will not forget that you have done to me. We shall meet again.
I wonder if you could accidentally destroy the phylactery. There were certain things there, like the sealed acid casket that was empty, and the drain below it. So I wonder what those were all about. Well, goodbye. My understanding of these type of dragons is that they're not as good in combat as the typical dragons you see. They have other attributes or abilities to make up for it. Or rather, they function a little bit of a different way. It's not to say that they aren't incredibly dangerous. Okay, you go forward, please. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to bring horses here. It's a goddamn nightmare to do simple maneuvering. For fuck's sakes, just right on top. You goddamn piece of shit of a horse. Now you came to block me, thanks. Right, we still did a couple of jobs. We got the white stack thing, and we more or less got, I would assume, is the
And don't let up.
final truth about what is going on. So our main opposition is not a dragon, it is a lich, which means we need anti-magic things. I'm actually thinking it to the point where the next level up I'll pick something that allows me to use scrolls. I don't want to do it though, it's not in the character of this character I've made, but it would be more practical. I need immunity from mental effects at the very least. Potions of clarity. Town gate, yeah. Yeah, because we want to do the white stack thing first. Yeah, use hints. Let's see if I could use the rest. Road encounter. Hey, why aren't you doing something? Free cash, free healing supplies. Magic horseplay, electrical damage +1 to ride. Is that it? We have a decent amount of cash and I have a decent amount of loot. I think I have like one unidentified item. I'll just pay for its identification. It'll be what, 80 gold? A lot of ivory, that should be worth something. Okay. Not exactly fluid there. That's not recording, it's the actual game. What do we need to do? First we need to report the success with the white stag. Not sure what the consequences of this will be. Probably some sort of a meeting if we have to get troops riled up and take action against the Witch Lord. Knockdown will probably be my best thing I can do there. At the same time, he might be new to it. But I would like to have something else.
Why, hello there.
Well, hello there. Yeah, I have brought you the hide of the white stag.
What? Oh, this is too much to believe. That you would be so good to me. You must be the swiftest hunter in all the land to have caught the white stag. Oh, and look at the condition. It's perfect. I can never repay you for this, sir. Never. You have my heartfelt thanks.
So it was a good deed. You have gained new reputation, the Swift. Okay. Yeah. It was nothing. I don't like that dialogue option. I get what the game wants to. He basically just wants to say that you don't want to demand anything in return, but it's still I dislike my character himself downplaying the achievement. It is a good achievement. That doesn't, and just because I don't want a reward out of it doesn't mean I want to belittle what I did.
I must go immediately and offer this to my love. Wish me luck.
Well, I can't see that going all that badly no matter what. Okay, do the companions want to talk to me?
Hail and
Yeah, I think we need to report back, then they might have new things to say. We also have to seriously consider upping their equipment. I mean, I don't think there's a huge... I don't have access to the amount of money that would be required for me to get a good equipment upgrade for. So I might be able to upgrade theirs, and they are in a much more desperate need of an upgrade than I am. But anti-magic capabilities are the priority, and if no matter what we have to do to get them, we have to get them to someone. Preferably me, because they don't know how to use them effectively. The Lich is the primary threat we have. There is no getting around that. And I'm the only one who can concentrate on a target at a time. Ignore the irrelevant opponents and all that.
My greetings.
Welcome back to my store, Sir Vico the Swift. What do you need?
Right, so you get those extra names by doing these quests. New stock, right. Okay, a new tale.
No. Okay. Every time I look at my weapons, though, it reminds me of how I lost my arm. Now that's a tale of bravery and romance. How I got my wife, though she's dead now. The thunder bless her memory. She was already betrothed to me, but was stolen by slavers.
I greet you.
Well, I followed her to a distant land across the seas, through storms and pirate attacks, right to the
No.
port of the slavers. I stole her back the moment she was off the auction block. Gave her new master a smack on the head right in the middle of the marketplace and just threw her over my shoulder. Of course, I got caught. They accused me of theft and the penalty was my arm. It have got even worse, but the judge was so stirred by my tale that he let us both go free.
Hmm. 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 Still unfavorable. Still the best deal in town.
I greet you. Farewell.
Farewell indeed.
I greet you.
Silver trade bar, 12 gold pieces, weighs 5.5 pounds. What is the fucking point of this? I think this is more of a crafting item than anything else, but it's clearly a trade bar. I don't get it.
Farewell.
I'm dumping all the extra crap.
I greet you.
We're getting closer to 30,000, so it's not
Yes.
a total waste.
Yes.
Longsword +1, Soul Sucker. Soul Sucker level 9, I have no idea what that is. This sword has a powerful enchantment set upon it. When it strikes an opponent, there is a 5% chance that part of the opponent's soul will be drawn into the sword, dealing catastrophic damage, +2 to 24,
Yes.
and draining 5 constitution. Each time the sword soul sucks an opponent, it uses a charge. It has 9 charges. So there's a 5% chance that it's a catastrophic health failure. The damage isn't special, but 5 points of constitution loss is massive. That's 2 points is at least 1 hit point loss per level the creature has. 5 is 2 to 3 hit points loss per level, plus the large damage that comes from it. Plus, it's pretty much a critical threat hit. So when that hits, the overall hit points are going to be dropping drastically. The bonus is just way too small. I don't think this is useful in any way. It's more of a
Yes.
desperation tool, I'd say. There's a lot of spells, but can't use any of that shit. $37,500. So we certainly should have the ivory is fairly cheap. 4 gold pieces. 15 for vibrant blood. Other natural armor amulet. I don't actually recall looting that. Wonder where it came from. I'll keep the positive energy weapon. This could be very useful against a powerful opponent. I'll also use the firestone on a weapon for Edgar, so you'll get a little bit of extra elemental damage to his attacks. Greater Ring of Protection. I think everyone pretty much has Greater Ring of Protection, or an equivalent. Steel stones.
I greet you.
I'm sure this is very useful. Sort of. Don't care.
No.
Okay. You get the greater one. $40,000. Need 100,000. No. 10,000 for dancer's boots. I'm not sure what would we really want. Boots are fairly rare, so another pair of boots might be... Yeah, immunity to slow and entangle. On speed dodge. This is not a bad pair of boots, not at all. Cloak the Blue Dragon. Electrical resistance 20, that's nice. Electrical resistance 5, Orc Skin.
Farewell.
Leather armor. Regeneration saving throws. Costs more money than I have. Vial of Wisdom. It's a permanent wisdom upgrade for 11,000.
I greet you. Yes. No.
Bags and bones could be somewhat useful. Their purpose would be, we have enough so I don't need to buy any, but their purpose would be to drain the lich of the most powerful spells. They would also create undead, so instant death spells would be wasted on them. But the AI probably is too stupid to actually realize that. So it could be a great waste of spells. Resurrection is a bit too expensive for me to buy. Restoration, I think we have this already. Raised dead would be affordable, but seriously, in a fight, I would not resurrect anyone out of this group. If I would want to spend my money on something, I just bought an extra healing potion. Which isn't a
Farewell.
horrible idea. We have two. There's a good chance we'll get more.
I greet you.
Invisibility. We have one. Take another, thanks. It could be a lifesaver, really. The rest is sort of eh.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
To your weapons, and don't let.
Do we need to visit anywhere else? See if we can buy new information. Also, if we can buy items that would have some sort of dispel magic ability.
I greet you.
Hello.
Definitely have the best gear, but no way I can afford it. I could afford the Constitution regeneration boot for another person. It's 30,000, but again, I don't think it really helps us in what we are trying to do now. The pitiful magic resistance is by far much more valuable. But it's also fairly cheap. I could buy it for someone else. Spiritual shield. Absorption belt. Not good. $230,000. Yeah, probably can't afford that. Everything is expensive here. They also have potions of clarity. Not many. But, another place might sell them. I want to see the temple and the smith first. It would be cheaper there. Yeah, everything is so expensive that even though it's useful, there's no way I can afford it. I could afford a vial of strength. This would be permanent strength. Right. So it would be +1 to damage, +1 to hit for us. At the same time, I don't think that's a sensible purchase because we are reaching that point anyway. We get to put a +1 in our attributes. So I think I'm level 11. No, I'm what, 12. So it would get my strength to 24. That's a reasonable investment, but again, it would not fundamentally change anything. Now, I want something that has a dispel effect or a defensive piercing effect or something. Anything.
To your weapons, and don't let up. Attack!
Is in the temple. I'd like to ask if someone has tips to how to fight them.
I greet you.
Can't ask at least yet. Negative energy resistance. Would not be a horrible thing. Mind Star. Spell Protector, 30,000. Immunity, yeah. I'm not afraid that the Lich is gonna cast first or zero level spells at me. I'm worried about something else. Ring of Spell Battles. Spellcraft, Dispel Magic, this is nice, but it's not that useful against a Lich. It really isn't. Spell Resistance 12, Universal Saving Throws, Armor Bonus, Deflection. This is fine, but again, it's more or less what we already have. It's slightly better. Well, the Ring of Flame might be useful, because it pretty much has at least a couple of flame attacks we can do. I'm more interested in the Forester's Ring. It's only 7,700 and has another +1 to regeneration. So it would drastically speed things up. That's the point. Life Protector. Just the regeneration, even better. It's cheaper. I'll buy it. It's 5,000. Easily affordable. Also, potion. No. I want clarity potions. What the hell does a clarity potion even look like? I don't know, but they don't do. Multiple pages. Right. Can't use any of this shit. I suppose I could buy them and then give to Lucinda when we really need them, but I feel like that's something very unreliable. I mean, these things aren't exactly cheap either, so you have to get good use out of them. Potion Protection. Fail Resistance 9, single use. Yeah, I'll buy these. It's 1,000 each. It's they had a single one. I'll buy a couple of bark skin ones. And that's about it. Full strength potions too. Endurance probably wouldn't hurt. And stick lore. Right, it wouldn't happen to have full heals for 1,762. I can get it cheaper. I'll buy another potion speed. There's not a huge amount of them, there's a few. Right, the resistance is nice, but really physical damage is still our biggest concern, so Life Protector. I could get another regeneration item with the money I have. Edgar would be the recipient of that, but I don't think so. I mean, I'm not sure how useful it would be. A couple of potions might be more useful than that. I'll still visit the smith and head toward the castle. Leave things there. I'm not sure what's going to be required now, though. Still, I would say we're in a fairly good position. I mean, we don't have anything specific anti-lich, but what we do have is a fairly good soldier with some disrupt abilities, and that's about it. We need the only big problem we have is the lack of mental protections. That's something we must have.
Well met.
Olax head, and that's all. Could make a single item. One-handed weapons. Fairy dust. Vibrant blood is more common ingredient, and its poisonous nature can work well on magic weapons, granting the wielder ability to resist it or even use it. Right, so it's not that interesting.
Well
Just
met.
show me the normal stuff. Crafting components mainly. Very, very low key magic items. Purple Dragon Dream. Immunity to poison. Okay, I guess that's fine. No potions. Weaponry is... eh. Right, something particularly interesting. So, what we're missing is one thing, Potions of Clarity. Because the Liches will have some sort of fear over us and other disabling abilities, and that's the thing I'm weakest against. Direct magic can do a lot of damage, but I also have a lot of hit points. I also have regeneration, so if I can buy time, I can turn things around. Especially now that I have +2 regeneration every hit. I can get it to +3 if I really want to. That would give up armor class. Which is not a problem against a spellcaster. Spellcaster doesn't give up a shit about the armor class, so I think I might buy the 3rd regeneration ring too. But that's not a big deal. I mean, the regeneration at that point is not gonna see us through. The full heals are gonna see us through. So it would be a better idea to buy that.
Hello.
Right. Only place to get Potions of Clarity. And not that many of them. Right, just to... I'll take... the potion speed here is so expensive. I'll still take it. I'll still take 1. I'll see if I can get a 3rd potion of heal, because Liches will do 2 things. They'll try to do instant death, which is usually fortitude save, so that's unlikely to succeed. They will try to do some sort of a disruption through will saves, which we can protect through the use of clarity potions. Then they can do tell us raw damage. Raw damage we can counter through the heals. I'll buy 2. So that will give me about 135 to 150 hit points that I can replenish 4 times. So that's a lot of magic that you can need to push through. And a simple attack spell usually has the absolute maximum of 60 damage points, and you almost more than likely you'll get half of that at maximum. So you have to be very, very, very lucky to be able to push through this amount of hit points. You basically need some sort of a borderline critical hit. That sort of luck anyway with the damage rolls. Saving throw failures on top of that, and still need multiple spells. So I'm fairly comfortable with this sort of a protection layer. Right. Do we need anything else? I think we're cool. We might want to upgrade Edgar's weapon. It is a good weapon. Offhand axe. We want to add... I'm not sure if I will want to add anything to it. At the same time, I don't really have a reason not to add anything to it. The thing is, we could find another weapon that I want to upgrade. The sonic damage is good, though. Most elemental protection things sort of ignore that sonic damage exists.
To your weapons, and don't let
Either
up.
way,
Attack!
I'll hold my ass to the Lord Hulkling and leave things there. I think we are in a good enough of a position to face the Lich. You can still go to Lake Wyvern Water for some reason. Right, there's a good chance we can't permanently destroy the Lich, but we could still get the crown. That has to be the primary goal. The phylactery might be destroyed, but it's already, but who the hell knows.